how to discharge or remove an inactive student from the SchoolRobot portal. Right, so basically, if a child leaves a school, it is inappropriate for a school to delete the records of such students. So the appropriate action to take is to keep the student in an inactive portal, so that in case the child comes back to the school, you would be able to go there and refer to the data or the past records of such a child. So let's look at the step-by-step guide on how to remove students who have stopped the school or are inactive. Right, so there are two basically ways to do that: on the administration portal at the students portal, and that of the school fees interface. So quickly, let's go to the administration portal. At the administration, we open the student portal. Right, so when we open the student portal, what we have to do is to look for the class of the child. So we know that a particular child is no longer active in a specific class, so we need to go to that class and look for the name of that child who is no more and take action on that particular child. So let's assume the child is in basic 1. So when you click on basic 1, when you come to beneath the interface here, where you see the total students in basic 1 class, which is 53 students, you need to click on the class name at the bottom part here. So if we click on the class name, it takes us to an admission log interface. Right, so on this page, this is where we take action on the child by removing the child from the active class list. So as we can see, there are several students in the class here. Alright, there are several students in the classes. So let's assume that this particular child, DSFFDX child, is no more. Alright, so what we have to do is to select this particular child. If there are more than one student that you want to remove from the active class list, we can scroll down there to look for the other child or those two students that we want to take them off. So let's assume Getty Mensa is also no more. You select, and then let's say Kessie Benson is also no more. So now you've selected 3 students that you would want to discharge them. These students are no more in the school and we want to discharge them. So after selecting them, there are options down here. So you have promote selected, graduate selected, discharge selected, and delete selected permanently. So basically, like I said, it is unwise for us to delete. Alright, so the right action to take on these students who are no more is to discharge. So you click on the discharge button and it takes you to a place where you are supposed to give reasons why you would want to discharge the child. Let's assume the child left on parents' demand. You select that one and then you indicate the date, the last date that the child was in school. You select the date and then you proceed to discharge now. Right, so by discharging now, you realize that the child will be no more. Okay, so Getty Mensa is no more. So basically, all the students, this is how to discharge a child. All the students that we discharged are no more here. Let's also look at how we can discharge students on the school fees interface. So let's come back to the menu and then go to the finance and then go to the school fees. Right, so on the school fees interface, we also look for the class of that particular children or child that we would want to discharge. So let's go to KG1 this time around. Okay, so at KG1, we would want to discharge, let's say, Ofoyi Ebenezer. Ofoyi Ebenezer is no more and we would want to discharge him. So to discharge him, what we have to do is to click on the total number of students in KG1 here. So you click on the same thing at the school fees interface. It takes you to the admission portal. Then you look for Ofoyi Ebenezer. So here I check Ofoyi Ebenezer and then I click on discharge selected. Okay, then I'll be able to discharge him like this. This is one way to discharge him. It's either I click on discharge now and I'll be able to discharge now. So this is one of the procedures that we can do to take a child off the school fees interface. This is one. 2, the second way that we can also discharge a child from the same school fees interface is to go to the edit button. So when you click on the edit button, then you scroll down, you go to delete student. So when you click on delete student, the system will ask you, are you sure you want to remove Ebenezer from the active student list? You said, then you proceed to say yes. So here there are two ways. It's either you remove Ebenezer from the active class list but keep Ebenezer's record. By selecting this option, you are discharging the child. It means you are not deleting him permanently from the system. You are removing him from the active class list, but his records are going to be kept on the system for future use. Alright, and then there's another option where if you are so sure that this child, you would want to delete the child permanently without keeping any records of that particular child, then you can use the second option. So there are two options here on the account side. Alright, so to discharge the child, you would rather use the remove but keep records. It is not wise or good enough for us as a school to delete students' records. However, if there's a need for us to delete the records of the child, this is how to go about it. And on the other side too, there was an option to delete permanently. So if there is any means by which we would want to delete the child permanently, we can use those options. But like I said, it is always good for us to discharge, so that even if it's a mistake, you are able to fall back on the records and revert them back to the class. So you remove but keep records, and the system automatically takes the child off the system. So let's search for Ebenezer. Ebenezer is no more on the system. So this is the simplest way to discharge a child. Now, after we've discharged them, how can we see where they are? Let me take you there. So to see where the discharged students are, you go to administration, and then you go to discharges and alumni. Discharges and alumni. So when you click on discharges and alumni, you will be able to you will be asked to provide a few details. So here you select the academic year, which is 2024-2025. Then you select the description. So you have discharges, okay, and then you select the school. So you have preschool department, and then you search for it. So when you search for it, you can see that we have Ofori Ebenezer amongst the other students that we've discharged here to show. So thank you so much and stay blessed.